Welcome back, everyone. It's the Bourbon Judge. Yes, today is the Super Bowl episode. The Super Bowl is several hours away. I can't believe it. Yes, I truly feel like this season just flew by. I mean, super quick, right? So super quick. So for today's episode, I'm gonna go ahead and dive into 3 bottles that I'm grabbing for the Super Bowl. I'll tell you the reason why and so forth. But 3 bottles I'm grabbing for the Super Bowl. Before I do that, drop a comment. Let me know. Are you rooting for the 49ers? Are you rooting for the Chiefs? Or are you not going to watch the game at all because your team's not in it? So for me, I'm going to watch the game. I'm just looking for, hopefully, for a good game, first and foremost. If I didn't watch the Super Bowl because my team wasn't in the Super Bowl, I would not be watching the Super Bowl for many years. As a Raiders fan, unfortunately, we have not had a lot of luck recently in terms of getting to the Super Bowl. So, yeah, I'm going to watch the game. It is what it is. But, yeah, drop a comment, though, seriously. Let me know which team you're rooting for, the Chiefs or the 49ers. All right, so let me go ahead and start out with a bottle. So what's the first bottle, Judge, you're going to go ahead and enjoy during the Super Bowl? You're going to, bring out for your friends. So for me, the first bottle, I love a good rye whiskey. I have really in the last 2 to 3 years just started to love ryes more and more and more. I mean, I don't know, like one of my patrons said, Judge, are you sure the Bourbon Judge? You're not the rye judge? But I'm still the Bourbon Judge. But I do love a good rye. And this rye in particular, Buzzard's Roost. So Buzzard's Roost, a great brand by itself. I first had Buzzard's Roost last year. Mrs. Judge and I were in Louisville, downtown Louisville. Buzzard's Roost has a wonderful tasting bar. I walked in, just started sipping a lot of their different whiskeys, and just honestly flat out loved it. They do a really good job of toasting their whiskeys, and I fell in love with it. So Buzzard's Roost Cask Strength Rye Whiskey, I'm absolutely bringing this bad boy out to celebrate for the Super Bowl with some of my friends coming over. Cool? All right, that's the first one. Before we get to the next one, this is tough for me, man. I can't believe that this is honestly the last day of the football season. It's almost like going into mourning, right? It's like 7 months with no football at all. 7 months. That's a long time before football starts back up. So I guess I have to get back to start watching my golf all over again. All right. Before we get to the next one, patrons. So my patrons, I threw it out there as a contest. I said, drop a comment, let me know who's going to win the game and then the total points. And you would think that would just be, one team that would dominate. But no, if you look at my patron, like the contest that we're having, it's almost 50-50 between the 49ers or the Chiefs. And then, very, very close. So somebody's going to be winning the bottle. Obviously, the tiebreaker is the score. So you have to not only pick the team, but then the closest combined score. So it'll be interesting to see who wins my patron contest. Somebody's going to be walking away with a really good bottle, but I can't tell you just yet which bottle it is. All right. Let's go ahead and jump into the second bottle the judge is going to bring out for the Super Bowl. So the second one I'm bringing out, man, J.T.Meleck. So I recently had on the channel earlier this week, Mia from J.T.Meleck. If you have not tried J.T.Meleck, folks, I almost beg you to try J.T.Meleck because their whiskey, their rice whiskey, yes, I said it right, their rice whiskey is flat out amazing. And I mean amazing. So much, I'm actually sipping J.T.Meleck right now. I need a sip. Cheers. Congrats to the Super Bowl. Woo! J.T.Meleck is on fire. That's amazing. All right. So, this was the big week for the judge. So, I had a couple things. Before I get to the last bottle, this was a really big week. I had J.T.Meleck on, as I just mentioned. So Mia was on. We went through everything J.T.Meleck related, which is such a cool experience. She's a really cool individual. I love her passion. I love what J.T.Meleck is doing. They're changing the game with rice whiskey. Their small batch is delicious. Their single barrel cask strength bottles are amazing. And hell, I even just purchased the J.T.Meleck vodka. So everyone says it's amazing. So the judge is even trying vodka now. This is going crazy. But I had J.T.Meleck on the live stream. I did a barrel pick with Found North earlier this week with my good friends Stuff and Whiskey, and to keep it going, Stuff and Whiskey and I, we also did another barrel pick with Sagamore. So we did a Sagamore barrel pick with myself and Stuff and Whiskey, as well as Jay West from Sherripore. So that's like a collaboration pick, that third one with Sagamore. So this was a very busy week for the Judge. All right. So Judge, what is the third bottle you're bringing out for the Super Bowl and why? Woo! Oh man. So the third bottle I'm bringing out, this is a brand that they don't get as much love as they should in the whiskey world. And for me, I've had several different single barrels of their whiskey, and they are all amazing. Just the quality of the whiskey. They're just the nose, the palate, the finish. It's truly one of the best whiskeys on the market, and most people are not buying it. I'm not sure why. Maybe it's because it's kind of harder to find. But if you could find their whiskey, you can thank me later. Fair? All right. The third bottle I'm bringing out for the Super Bowl, none other than Mackenzie. So this comes from Finger Lakes Distilling. Mackenzie as a brand and their whiskey, their single barrels are amazing. Folks, I mean, look at that. Seriously, I've had this bottle for maybe like a month now. So when I say I love Mackenzie, the Mackenzie brand, but I love the Finger Lakes Distilling Company as a whole. Their whiskey is flat out amazing, and it's a shame more people, if you can find Finger Lakes Distilling Mackenzie products, please make sure you grab a bottle. So, what is the Judge hopeful for today? I'm hopeful for three things as we conclude today's episode. Number one, all I really want is a good game. Just a good game. Hopefully it's not a blowout, regardless of which team wins. I just want a close game, one I can look back and say, you know what? I enjoyed the Super Bowl. Number two, hopefully we actually have a decent halftime show. Yes, a decent halftime show. I don't know what to expect the halftime show, so let's just hopefully it's just decent. Cool? And last but not least, as we wrap up this Super Bowl, what's the last thing that everyone looks forward to when it comes to the Super Bowl? Of course, the commercials. Hopefully there are some funny and some good commercials. All right, friends, until the next time, peace, cheers, salute. Good luck to the 49ers and the Chiefs. And as they say, may the best team win. Cheers. Take care. See you guys.